Okay, what I want to show you with this how-to video is how to capture or at least copy images of your results in order to include them in a report. First thing I'm going to do is open up Microsoft Word. I've got Word Starter Edition running on my laptop. While that's opening, I'm going to take my results here and let's try to get it where we can see it in the whole thing nicely in the window. We're using zoom and pan. Okay. Now I would like to be able to have someone tell it an instant where the maximum and minimum stresses were. So I'm going to go to Results Inquire, and here under Probes I'm going to put one for max, put one for min. That way someone can quickly tell where the maximum and minimum are. Now there's a couple of different ways to capture this image. The first one is if you go to Results Contours, there's an option to save image. Saves an image of the active window. You can select how much of it you want to include. You can include the whole thing, but you can capture that. It saves it as various JPEG, TIFF, PNG files. JPEG usually works quite well. Just remember, if you're using the Autodesk Simulation Student Edition, when you save that, it will have that watermark on it, probably at the top. Notice you can also make changes to the image quality or change it to grayscale. That's one thing that you can do. I'm going to go ahead and save that to save it to the desktop. You can then insert it into Word quite easily. Another thing you can do is using a tool that is available for free on the internet called Jing. If you go to Google and do a search for Jing download, it's a freely downloadable tool. You'll notice this orange dot on the side of my screen. I click on that, and this is the Jing tool, Capture. I draw a box around what it is I want to capture. Now I can say here, capture image. You can also capture video, but I'm going to capture this image. You can save this as you save it to a file. It'll save it as, I believe, a PNG file, or copy. What I'm going to do is go with copy. Now I'm going to go to Word, and I'm going to paste. And you can directly paste your image in there. Now one thing you need to remember when doing FEA is usually the person looking at it is going to be interested in a certain area, like here where we have the minimum and maximum. So again, I'm going to go to View. I'm going to do a zoom with the window. And I'm just going to capture this part that I think is the most important. And I'm going to get rid of the overlay for showing how it's displaced. I'm going to go to Displaced Options and say Do Not Show the Undisplaced Model. Let's go ahead and add the Smooth Results. Now, if we want to fit this in as small a picture as possible, what we can do is take this Pan command under View, move this a little bit closer over here where we've got the legend. Then I'm going to use Jing to just capture the legend and the part of the stress plot that I am interested in. Capture image, copy it. I can go in and paste it into Word. Then I have only the most important part of my FEA analysis results captured for inclusion in a report. And by the way, these are easy to resize. If you right click on it and go to Format Picture, let me change this, right click, Size and Position. You can do a relative scale like 75% so that fits nicely in your report. That's an example of how to get a shot of just what you consider to be the most important results for your solution. Thank you.